There is something strange about confidence. Everyone says they want it, but almost nobody asks the real question. Why should you feel confident? Confidence is not something you decide to feel. If someone spends years building skills, pushing through difficulty, learning, falling, improving, at that time confidence appears naturally. But if someone avoids discomfort, avoids challenge, avoids effort, their brains collect a different kind of evidence. Evidence that says, maybe I can handle hard things. And the brain believes the evidence it sees most often. Confidence isn't a personality trait, it is a memory. A memory of all the times you proved to yourself that you can handle life. You have to understand, confidence is earned by you, from you, for you. You know, the human brain is actually not designed to chase growth. It is designed to chase comfort. Comfort means safety. Comfort means familiarity. Comfort means predictable. That is why new things feel uncomfortable. Trying something new confuses the brain. It asks, is this dangerous? So it sends signals. Doubt, fear, procrastination. But those signals doesn't mean you should stop. That means you are entering a new chapter into your life that it is not familiar to you. Confidence grows exactly in those moments. Every time you do something uncomfortable and survive it, at that point, your brain updates its belief. You know, at that point, a new message appears. Maybe I'm stronger than I thought. Maybe I can do what I said I do. Confidence is built through these small moments. It is not one big leap, but thousand small steps that you are taking every single day. This is where the lack of confidence really comes from. Not from how you look, not how people think about you, not from your past. It only actually comes from the gap between who you say you are and how you actually live. And you are the only one who can close the gap because nobody else can close that gap. You know, real confidence, it doesn't really announce itself. You think confident people walk into a room and demand attention. You think they're the most polished one. They are the most perfect human being. But no, the most confident people you will ever meet are the quietest ones in the room. Because they have nothing to prove. They sit down, they breathe normally, they didn't need you to validate them. They didn't need you to choose them. They didn't need you to notice them. They already choose themselves. And you know, there is a difference between knowing your worth and performing your worth. Performers need an audience, and confident people, they didn't need. You want to walk into a room and feel like you belong there? Then stop trying to impress the room. Start being so sure of who you are that the room doesn't have that power over you. So the real question is how you can build confidence. Here's what nobody says. You do it by doing the hard things repeatedly until they become easy to you. That is it. Hard things that you are scared of, you have to do it every day until they become easy. The athlete who walks onto the field completely sure of himself, he is not confident because he told himself nice things in front of the mirror. He is confident because he showed up and he practiced in the moments that he didn't want to even practice, when he didn't feel like to practice. Because he failed 1,000 times in the training, so he wouldn't fall apart when it counted. Confidence is not what you feel before you do something scary. It is what builds after you do it anyway. You are scared of talking to the people? Go and talk to them. Not tomorrow, but today. You are scared of starting something new? Do it. Do it messy, do it imperfect, do it badly, but do it now. You are scared of the gym? Go and look stupid for a week. Bear this in mind, your comfort zone is not protecting you. It is shrinking you. Every single day that you decide to stay, you are getting smaller. Push yourself, not because it feels good, but because every time you do something you're scared of, at that time your brain gets new evidence, new proof that you are someone who shows up, that you are someone who can be trusted. And that proof is what confidence actually made of. This one matters more than people realize it. When someone makes a joke at your expense and you laugh along to seem cold, to not seem sensitive, to keep the peace, at that point you just taught them something. You taught them that your dignity is negotiable. And once people learn that your boundaries are flexible, they will keep testing how far they bend. Don't laugh at the jokes that hurt you, that disrespect you. Don't shrink yourself to make other people comfortable. Don't make yourself the punchline just to be liked. When someone disrespects you, even a small joke, look them in the eye and ask them to explain it. Watch what happens. Watch how quickly they realize that there is nothing funny about it. But only when you didn't give them the attention they wanted. You know, that is not being uptight. That is self-respect. Here is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Build a picture of your highest version in your mind. Not a fantasy, but a real person. Be specific. How she carry herself in each room. How she responds when someone disrespects her. What does she refuse to accept? Start today. Even if you're not that person yet, start it. Because every day acting that person, one day you will become it. Yes, act like them, speak like them, make decisions like them until it becomes automatic. This is not actually fake confidence. This is how actually confidence comes. You didn't wait until you're confident to act confident. You act confident until the acting becomes the truth. Because here's what happens. Every time when you act like your highest version, you become slightly more like them. And one day you look back and realize that the performance becomes real. You know you become who you were pretend to be. Let me also tell you one of the fastest way to destroy confidence is desperation. Desperate for approval, desperate for the people to like you, desperate for the job, desperate for the opportunity, desperate for validation. Desperation is just fear wearing a mask. And you know, people can smell it from a mile away. Here's how you can kill desperation. You stop attaching your identity to the outcomes. This person might leave, the job might end, the opportunity might never come, and that is okay. Because you are not the outcome. You are not the relationship. You are not the job. You are someone who will be okay regardless. And the moment you actually believe it, everything changes. You stop begging, you stop chasing, you stop making yourself smaller so the pupil can feel interested. You stand still in who you are and let the pupil to decide if they can match that. The right ones will. And the wrong ones, leaving is not a lose. It's a correction. Another trap that actually destroys confidence is perfectionism. Perfectionism looks like high standards, but most of the time it is just fear. Fear of judgment. Fear of embarrassment, fear of being seen trying. So people wait. People wait for the perfect moment, for the perfect scale, for the perfect confidence. But perfection, it never arrives, and waiting slowly turns it into regret. Most of the successful people didn't start with confidence. They begin with imperfect actions, messy attempts, awkward first steps, visible mistakes, and those imperfect actions build for them slowly confidence. Keep in mind, perfection doesn't build confidence, but progress does. Confidence is not about big achievements. It's built through small daily routines. The way you take care of yourself, your habits, your discipline, your routines. Every time when you say something and you do it, then at that point you build confidence. You slowly begin to trust. And you know, self-trust becomes self-respect. When you respect your own effort, at that point your mind believes something very powerful. I am someone who shows up. And once you believe that, challenges stop looking impossible. They start looking like problems you can solve. And instead of asking, what do I feel like doing today? Ask a stronger question. What would the strongest version of me do right now? The most disciplined version, the most focused version. The version that already lives the life you want. Every decision moves you closer to that version or further away. Confidence grows when your actions match the person you want to become, not when your actions match your mood, because feelings change every day. Identity is built through consistent behavior. Confidence is not hidden somewhere inside you. It builds through effort, through discomfort, through repeated action, through becoming someone who shows up even when it is hard. Every time when you face something difficult and survive it, at that point your brain learns something new, that you're capable, that you're resilient, that you can handle more than you thought. And slowly, a quiet belief begins to form. A belief is stronger than fear. A belief built on evidence. And that belief is what real confidence looks like.